Hello book lovelies and welcome back to the Happy Little Book Nook. I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that affects all of us, those of us at least that are on Instagram, aka Bookstagram. We know as of last year and the years before, Instagram has been changing a lot. And I posted a video last year about being shadow banned, which was basically where none of my pictures showed up in the hashtag searches. So if I posted a photo right now and you went to look at, let's say, hashtag Bookstagram, you wouldn't see me at all. So I started noticing, hey, I'm getting like a couple likes here and there. It was very odd, like, engagement with people that usually like my stuff. And that's when I found out I'd been shadow banned. If you guys want to see that video because you think maybe you've been shadow banned, I'll leave the link down below. It is something good to know, and what we're going to talk about today also includes ways that you want to avoid getting shadow banned in the future. So, the novel Heartbeat on Instagram, I'll post her info down below, posted a story in her feed, her Instagram story feed, about new algorithms that Instagram has implemented starting January 2018, which is now. If you thought Instagram was bad, it's getting worse. And honestly, I don't know what they're thinking, and I hope that they get their heads on straight because they are really, really ruining the whole experience and the reason that we're on Instagram. But since we are doing Bookstagram, and I know many of you, like myself, are into looking at your favorite feeds and following the people that you like to follow, and hopefully growing your fan base and your followers and all that, this is important to you. So I'm going to post the link down below. It's on Peggy Dean's website. I think it's called like thepigeonletter.com. I'll post it down below. It's got all the details for you listed out. I put in my little book here some of the key points that I wanted to talk about so that you guys are aware of what's going on and hopefully can spread the word so we will all be aware and we can keep our little Bookstagram community a happy and really fun place to be. So point number one, you're only going to get about 10% exposure. So when you post a photo, the way Instagram's new algorithm works is it's only going to release that photo to about 10% of your followers. Those 10% then have your fate in their hands. If they decide, hey, I really love this photo, they're liking it, they're loving it, within like the first little while that it's been posted, then Instagram may say, cool, this content's really good, and then they'll release the photo to the other 90% of your followers. So that means that a very small portion of people are actually going to first see your photo, and you better hope that they really like it, because otherwise no one else may see it. The second thing that we got to look at is, I know a lot of us started joining what they call pods or groups to basically encourage each other to boost engagement, which was saying, hey, I posted a photo, please go over and love it, like it, write comments, all that great stuff, because the more engagement you had, the more exposure you got. Now they found that doing that could actually create shadow banning. So the more people that you have kind of the same group, the same pods, it starts to look like bots, it starts to look kind of suspicious to them, and they potentially could shadow ban you. So how we're supposed to help each other, I don't really know. Number three, the key one is going to be comments. So we used to be able to comment and say, hey, love it, this is great, you know, something really short, something really easy, because maybe that's all we really wanted to say. We just wanted to give each other kudos. Now, Instagrams are requiring that a comment has at least 4 words or more, otherwise that comment will not count. So what they're doing, because a lot of the algorithm, at least based off of what I read on the blog from Peggy Dean, is that it's all about engagement. So the more engagement you have in your post, the more exposure you'll get, and therefore the more seen you'll get by your people that follow you and hopefully new followers. The key here, though, is the likes and your comments. So comments are going to play a huge part in how your engagement is ranked on Instagram's new algorithm. So if you comment, love it, they will not count that comment as engagement because they assume it's a bot. This could also potentially lead to shadow banning, because shadow banning, a lot of that came from bots or suspicious activity that they thought was spamming. So now we also have to worry about not just how many likes we get, but how many comments we're getting and how engaged people are on our feed. But hope that people aren't just commenting like an emoji or love it, awesome, you know, something short. We're now going to have to like write out some decent comments, because otherwise it doesn't count as engagement, which is not cool. The fourth thing is hashtags. So no matter where you stand on the hashtag issue, they are very important to being found on Instagram. And I know end of last year, middle of last year, they started letting you follow hashtags. meaning that you could see like different top posts in those hashtag categories and whatnot. Well, it used to be that you could do 30 hashtags, and technically you can still do 30 hashtags in your photo. However, they found that one thing is the more hashtags you do, like if you just take 30 and let's say you paste them into your picture, that could potentially be shadow banning because you're using the same content over and over and over again, and Instagram thinks you're a bot or you're spamming, and they don't care that it's just your favorite 30 hashtags. So that's one thing to be careful of. So you always want to consistently be changing out your hashtags in order not to be shadow banned and not to be considered spam. The other thing that they found is if you do about 5 like really solid hashtags, the exposure is more great and you are able to get more in there. The other key thing, and I know a lot of you guys do it, is you post your photo, you post your caption, and then the first comment under your photo is your hashtags, which made it clean, it made it nice. Instagram will no longer let your photo be searched if your hashtags are included in the comments. So now you have to include your hashtags in the caption. So that's a huge thing right there to pay attention to. The 5th thing is the explore feed. So when you go and explore, usually you'll see people that you really like, and there might be a few people you don't know, whatnot. And just overall, your feed is people that you want to see. It's people that you follow, right? That was the point, I think, of Instagram, was it? Was it not? Am I wrong? Pretty sure it was. However, according to this blog post, you may potentially see strangers pop up in your feed now. Surprise! So now you may just see people that Instagram has curated for you because they think based off of your engagement and based off the things you have liked and the things that you are engaged with, you'll probably also like this too. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's something you actually might potentially like. However, it's already been really frustrating because I follow people and it's like, oh, I love this photo. I didn't know that was posted 5 days ago. And you start to miss out on like really key important news and giveaways and things that your friends are doing. And it's like, great. Thanks, Instagram. That was with the new algorithm. This new algorithm is potentially going to say, hey, I know this is your best friend and I know you really want to know when the next Sarah J. Maas book is coming out. However, this stranger here seems like a better fit. I don't like the idea and I think it's really terrible, as probably most of you do, but that's something to be aware of. Number 6 is follow hashtags. So it's kind of weird when you follow hashtags because then you're going to see like Bookstagram and there's like a photo and you're like, oh, that's cool. They go in your feed really weird. I'm going to warn you because I do follow some like hashtags just because I wanted to see what happened when you did it. But however, according to this blog post, there is a rumor, and it's not like for sure confirmed, but if you follow hashtags, your account may be favored in the new Instagram algorithm to get more exposure and probably be curated into someone else's feed that doesn't know you and is like, hey stranger, we should be friends. That is a key thing, so I highly suggest go through your hashtags, follow your favorites, and hopefully gain more exposure. Another one that's important is your Instagram stories. So I know a lot of us are already doing Instagram stories. We like to post little things here and there. Hey, what's going on, guys? Here's a book I'm reading. Apparently, again, rumored to be out there, your Instagram stories are also going to help gain engagement and exposure. So the more active you are, the more you get. So, moral of the story is Instagram is totally screwing up our whole system once again. And I'm not happy about it. I'm really not happy about it. And I would love to hear your comments down below on what you guys think of it. I'm all for engagement. I am all for, people commenting and joining because it is a social community and I love getting involved in comments and talking to you guys. That is amazing. However, I want to be able to see what I want to see. And if my friends or other Bookstagram accounts I get maybe don't get a ton of comments or a ton of likes all the time, that's okay. That's not why I follow them. I follow them because I like their content. I follow them because I like their pictures. I like them as people. I don't care about engagement. I just follow who I follow. And I really don't think it's fair that Instagram now gets to decide who you get to see and how this is all going to go down. It just really sucks. So I'm going to leave the full blog post down below. So go ahead and click the linky link. If you guys want to know more about what is coming and what's going to be going on. I'm going to continue to try to research this a bit more because this is the first I've heard about it. And I want to give you guys all the details as it comes through. But let's do what we can, guys, to keep Instagram our little safe book place where we can have fun and talk and just enjoy each other and not stress out about numbers and comments and engagement and all this silliness, because it seems to me like Instagram's trying to lean very heavily towards business and not so much just towards people having fun and enjoying being social. So that's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to throw this out there. It's kind of a random impromptu video. I know I sound terrible because I'm sick. And I just meh. But I wanted to throw it out there so that you guys knew what's coming and you're aware of it. And we can all figure this out together somehow. Here's the 2018 book lovelies. But yeah, that's what I've got for you right now. Until next time, happy reading.